Okay, so I've pretty much lost all hope that the fact that Shudder's not going to be calling me and offering me a sponsorship for this channel, just because I've pretty much ripped apart and ranted about the last 2 or 3 movies that they've put up there as Shudder originals. But I loved this movie, and I just found out on March 18th it's going to Shudder. So hey, there's always hope. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. Listen, I could not be happier to talk about this fucking movie called Slaxx. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, okay? And I'm going to dedicate this review to all the writers and directors and producers of the movie Lucky, the TV show Batwoman, and the TV show Equalizer, or The Equalizer, okay? Listen, come on, man. Like, this movie is directed by a woman. It's written by 2 women. It's produced by a woman. It stars as its main character a woman. It has a very serious issue that it's trying to get across in its plot of the movie, but it doesn't force it down your fucking throat. And I loved it. I thought this movie was fucking fantastic. To give it a rating, I think if I didn't give one already, I'm going to probably give it a 7. Fantastic movie. Fantastic. It's Canadian, which is awesome because I'm Canadian, but that's not why I'm ranting about it. It's just a damn good movie. Let me get into the synopsis here. When a possessed pair of jeans begin to kill off the staff of a trendy clothing store, it is up to Libby, an idealistic young sales clerk, to stop the bloody carnage. Okay, that's this movie, man. It is super simple. It's about this possessed pair of jeans that come into this trendy clothing store. The staff is there on, I think it's like a Sunday, getting ready for this huge promotion that's going to drop on the Monday, you know, with this new style of pants that fits any shape and any body, okay? And they're getting ready for it, and these pants are possessed. These jeans are possessed. They come to life, and they start killing all the fucking sales clerks and, you know, everybody else that's there in this store. And it's great. It is absolutely gory when it needs to be gory. There's no shortage of blood in this movie. Some of the kills are pretty unique and cool, considering it's a pair of pants that's doing the killing. I fucking loved it. Do you know what I mean? And the issue that they're trying to get across is, and this is definitely going to be a spoiler, but at the very opening scene of this movie, there's a little Indian girl, and she's picking cotton, and then she fills her basket up, and then she kind of goes off screen, but she's obviously taking the cotton. I think it's a baler is what it's called, a cotton baler, but she's going to put that in there, and then she walks off screen, and then there's like a little yellow sign that says something about a chemical company or something like that. So anyways, we find out later on in the movie, okay, and again, this is getting to spoilers, so if you don't want to hear this stuff, then just shut the video off. But we find out later on that this poor little girl falls into the cotton baler and gets killed, okay? But these guys who run this cotton company still make the pants out of the, you know, obviously the blood-soaked cotton of this poor little girl, gets made into these pair of jeans, and then she comes to life and takes revenge and starts killing everyone. So Libby, who is the main star of this movie, who is a brand new hire on, actually it's her first day actually at this clothing store, she comes in and, you know, she kind of teams up with Shruti, and they have to kind of figure out how to stop these jeans from killing everyone. And it's fucking fantastic. I fucking loved it. But the issue that the movie's trying to get across is about all this child labor and stuff that happens over in, you know, China and India and all these other places. I think Nike went through a big thing with this quite a few years ago. But it, you know, they get their point across, they convey their point, and it makes you realize, you know, that this shit is happening. But they just do it the right way. They don't force it down your throat. Like, I knew exactly, you know, what this movie was trying to say, and I get it, and I respect it, and I appreciated it. And I didn't hate this movie. I didn't have it force-fed to me like I'm a fucking idiot. you know, like they did in Lucky. Like I think they thought their audience was a bunch of like idiots, the way they just force-fed, you know, their feminist views down your throat. And then, again, I'm not even going to get into that video. Like, I agree with what they were saying, but the way they went about it was just mind-bogglingly stupid. But this movie is done the right way. They let you know what's going on, and it's an issue, and they do it through this movie. But it's good, man. The movie doesn't take itself too serious. It's really funny when it needs to be funny. The acting is fucking spot on for this low-budget horror movie. And again, if you're a director, okay, I've said this before, as long as your movie is well written, which this one is, even though it's a simple synopsis and a simple plot, it's still well written and smartly written, because like the characters, it's written for the characters, and the actors are so good that they, you know, can convey the message and bring it to the audience in a fun, entertaining way. It's serious when it needs to be serious. It's fucking really funny when it needs to be funny. And it's gory. It's a horror movie. It needs to be gory. And the pants when they come to life are fantastic. When I was watching the pants, I thought, okay, I was thinking to myself, okay, these pants are moving around and it's not done digitally. You know what I mean? And I'm glad they didn't do it digitally, because I don't think they had the budget for it. And I kind of had an idea of how they were doing it, and they show you in the end credits. So when you do see this movie, when it does get released onto Shudder, make sure you stay through the end credits, because it actually shows you how they did it. And it's fucking brilliant, man. Like, it's brilliant. It's all practical, and it's fantastic. Well, I mean, it's not all practical, but you'll see what I mean when you watch it. But it was great, man. I fucking loved this movie, and I highly recommend it. I really do. So Shudder, if you put this out as an original, I'm giving it thumbs up. So there's still hope for me to get that Shudder sponsorship, because God knows I haven't been helping myself lately with some of the, you know, Shudder originals they've been releasing. But I just call them as I see them, and you know, especially that last one, man. And Shook was terrible too. So I think they redeemed themselves by picking this movie up, because Slaxx is fucking fantastic, and I really do want to see more from Elza Kephart, who is the writer and director. I think you did a fantastic job if you ever see this review, and I highly, highly recommend this movie. So, yeah, March 18th, it comes on Shudder. Again, if you don't have the Shudder platform, it's $5 a month. Like, you really should own it as a platform you watch your horror movies on. It is fantastic, and they really seem to be pumping out like a lot of movies lately, and they're putting a lot of old good stuff on there too. I know I knocked their originals, but a lot of the movies they're putting on, like just as movies, are fucking fantastic. Actually, movies I forgot about, and I was like, oh shit. So you can spend a lot of time on there watching some pretty classic horror movies. So anyways, Slaxx, I highly recommend this movie. Go check it out when it does come out, and come back and let me know what you thought, guys. And yeah, until next time, stay scared.